Good morning, students, and welcome to another digital classroom of St. Michael's Academy. Today, I am going to discuss some important question answers of physical science. First question is, what is hydrogen torch? Hydrogen torch is used in soldering. In a hydrogen torch, with the help of two tungsten electrodes, a temperature of 2000 degrees Celsius is created that makes dissociation of hydrogen molecule to atoms. And when these atoms form molecules, back large amount of heat energy is released, thus making a temperature of 4000 degree to 5000 degrees Celsius. Now see this diagram. This is a hydrogen torch. I don't think so you have seen it before. So see this properly. This is a hydrogen torch where 4000 to 5000 degrees Celsius temperature can be produced. Now the next question is, what is fundamental interval? Answer is the difference between upper and lower fixed points of a thermometer is called fundamental interval. So in case of Celsius thermometer, you can see in case of Celsius thermometer, fundamental interval is 100 because 100 minus 0, 100 is coming. In case of Fahrenheit thermometer, it will become 212 minus 32. So it will come 180. So fundamental interval is 180 in case of Fahrenheit thermometer. And in case of Kelvin thermometer, it will be 373 minus 273. That means it is like Celsius thermometer and that will be 100. Now, the next question is, what are oxidizing and reducing agent? Question number 3. First you see the diagram, X and Y. X is reducing agent. Why? Because X loses electrons and X is oxidized by Y becomes more positive. And Y is an oxidizing agent because Y gains the electron. So Y is reduced by X becomes more negative. See this is electron transfer. This is electron E minus. Now you can say that as an oxidizing and reducing agent. Definition: in a redox reaction, a substance which oxidizes other and is reduced on its side is called an oxidizing agent or oxidant, and the substance which reduces other and is oxidized on its side is called a reducing agent or reductant. Question number 4. What are the two properties of magnet? You know the two properties of magnets are, one is attractive property. So magnet can attract any magnetic substances or magnet can attract the opposite pole of other magnet also. And this one is directive property. That's why because of its directive property, magnet can be used in a compass. See? It's showing north-south direction. This is a magnetic needle. Now the next question is, what must be the temperature in Fahrenheit so that it will be twice its value in Celsius? In this question, you have to apply the formula C is equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32, or else you can say C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9, where C is the temperature or any temperature in Celsius scale and F is any temperature in Fahrenheit scale. So in this sum, you can start the sum like this. Let the temperature at Fahrenheit scale is X. Therefore, the temperature in Celsius scale will be 2x because they have told twice of its value in Celsius. It will be twice its value in Celsius. Like this, you can do the sum. One example I have given over here. You see, popsicle melts at 78 degree Fahrenheit. What is this temperature in Celsius? That means you have to convert this 78 degree Fahrenheit temperature into Celsius. So formula is C is equal to F 5 by 9 into F minus 32. So instead of F, they have written 78, and after that 78 minus 32, it's coming 46. So 5 into 46, 230 is coming. So 230 divided by 9, ultimately it's coming 25.5. Approximately they have written 26 degrees Celsius. So like this, instead of putting the value of F and C, you have to find out here the answer of this sum. Next question is, how does a thermoflask prevent conduction, convection and radiation? See the diagram first. How do the design features of a thermoflask or thermoflask reduce heat transfer to help keep a liquid hot or cold inside the thermoflask? So this is the diagram. First I am discussing, then I will explain the diagram. The space between two walls being evacuated, there cannot be any exchange of heat between the inside and outside of the vessel by the process of convection and conduction. So this is the vacuum place. Due to this, conduction and convection heat transmission prevented. Next one is, the walls of the vessel being made of bad conductor of heat glass and the mouth of the vessel being closed by poor conducting cork or rubber stopper, conduction of heat is prevented. See this plastic stopper or rubber stopper, and this is double walled glass or plastic container. So it is made up of bad conductor of glass. Bad conductor of heat, it is made up of glass, which is bad conductor of heat. So it prevents conduction again. Now silvering. The walls minimizes the exchange of heat by radiation. So this is silvered surface. This blue color line is silvered surface. This prevents heat exchange by radiation. So that you can say, it is found that in a thermoflask or thermos flask, there are arrangements for prevention of heat transmission by conduction, convection and radiation. Thus a lot of hot liquid remains hot or a cold body cold for long time inside a thermoflask. Now the next question is a very interesting and important question. That is, what is isotope? Answer is, the atoms of a particular element may have different mass number. These atoms are called isotopes of that particular element. You see the diagram examples I have given. This is hydrogen isotopes. This is 1, hydrogen 1, that is protium. This is hydrogen 2, this is deuterium. And that is hydrogen 3, this is tritium. Here mass number is 1. Here mass number is 2, you can see. And here mass number is 3. That also you can see. You know deuterium. Deuterium actually, from deuterium, the heavy water molecule has been prepared. So heavy water formula is D2O, capital D, 2O. D means deuterium. So hydrogen isotope formula, you can say 1H1, 2H1 and 3H1. Now another example. What are isotopes? Here also another example has been given, that is carbon. See, this is one isotope of carbon, 12C6. And that is another example of carbon isotope, that is 13C6. Mass number different, one is 12, another one is 13. But atomic number same, 6 and 6. Now tell me, what is the atomic number of actually an element? So atomic number is equal to the number of electron or number of protons in an element. And mass number is equal to number of neutron plus number of proton within an element. Now 12 minus 6, because 6 is the number of electrons, that means 6 is the number of proton also. So 12 minus 6, number of neutron is 6 over here. But here 13 minus 6, that is 7. So it differs. That's why they are called isotopes. Same thing happen in case of hydrogen also. You need to write all the question answers in your physical science exercise book. For subject related doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. So thank you students and have a nice day.